Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? But now you're selling with Shopify. You're easily selling online, in person, and beyond. Discover how millions of entrepreneurs use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/YouTube audio.
Talk to me honestly. I'm here. I'm here. Talk to me. I'm here.
What's up, everybody? Oh, I was on a hunt for my glasses. All right, let's get to the regular thing. Let the music just running off. I get to hear 2 intro songs. That's the greatest part. 2 is better than 1. Oh my goodness. Where my glasses disappeared to? The common question. Most cat owners would ask, where did my shit disappear to? All right. Market opening outside DD bands already a rational day. Small day if I trade at all. If I do anything at all, it'll be small. All right. Live trading challenge continues today. Maybe all right. Let's take a look at what we got opening the market today. It's just quickly gonna analyze. There's nothing in the news really. Just kind of looking at today. We had housing, building permits came in a little bit under par. We'll look at that in a little bit. Consumer confidence in 30 minutes. That's gonna be the moving factor today. So I want to do anything below hedge pressure. Market's already dipping down. It's a pretty simple read today. I don't understand. Why my drawing tool hates me? Let me try something. Let me try one more time. Open, hedge pressure, open, downside target there. VIX, there's nothing in the way of this. I don't see anything really. Let's do QQQ. It's already an opening rejection play. We're already outside of DD bands. Market's already kind of unsafe. It's probably not going to be a trading day today. We're in the same boat with Nasdaq here. Now, res less than 0. Res greater than 0. Hedge pressure break. So let's take a look at the resiliences. Positive, negative. There's a little bit of a divergence there. And both of them are DD band break to the downside. I do like the fact that SPY resilience is coming in hot though. It's nice bullish-ish, but man, we are outside of bands, so it's hard to take a play here. Yep, that's it. The MT, so you nailed it. Rational market. We have a catalyst in 30 minutes. So what I want to see, again, with some competing signals, we still have the stocks still at ratio DD, still showing us pulling back in a bull market. So it's going to sit back on this one, not going to short it. If resilience goes positive for a very long period of time, I'd be excited to... Actually, I'm going to make a note of this. Somebody said that. Alright. I wonder if we can remove that from the chart. Tooltip's kind of annoying. So my only thought is to go like this, and it's kind of hard to... Do anything outside of DD band. So, yeah, maybe another glorified sit out day today, which is kind of cool, but we'll see. Let me zoom in here. Zoom in on this one a little bit. Resilience is finally catching up to being negative. So, pretty much you have that rejection of hedge pressure today. So, depending on who the trader is and how they like to play game, I don't like to short. Bull markets. I don't like to trade outside of DD bands, especially I don't like to bet anything other than typically you don't break without a catalyst. You don't break overnight highs like this. Even best case scenario, upside target there. But with res less than 0, we're clearly rejecting there. It's a pretty simple day to read. Does everyone understand? You guys are all Rocket Scooter pros. You probably get this super easy. Y'all probably see this same thing as I do. No questions there. Let's run through the scanner and see if we have any decent setups at least. Let's look for a hedge pressure break, upside trades, right? If there's anything good going on here. Literally 2 stocks. Okay, nothing good there. MHP breaks, some monthly stuff, probably going to be none because we're so far up above the DDs being as good as it is. How about illiquidity pockets today with bull setups? Let's pick the bull ones. Go. And let's do distance to hedge. Nothing there. Okay. Let's do wall distance. Let's remove. Oops. Remove some of these other ones. Not that many illiquidity pocket runners either. Okay. Got the me bullish liquidity maps today. A lot of bad ones. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up. Yeah. I'm gonna look at the scanner, try to see if there's anything actionable. Try to set up some scalp plays if I can find them. Oh, am I supposed to be on Twitter Spaces today? Oh, what is wrong with me? Is it a Tuesday? Oh. My goodness. I don't pay attention. Fail, Matt. Alright, I'm on Spaces. We're good. It's consumer confidence is gonna be the big mover today, so I'm gonna wait. Let's wait for that to come out and to do something. Be kind of an idiot to be doing something before that, so I'm not gonna be an idiot. I never trade through Catalyst. This is gambling. I'll wait till afterwards. So. UVXY and a bull setup, yeah. All right, let's wait. We'll just chill for that. Listen to some music and wait for the catalyst to come out. Or the event to come out. Bull zones are where markets are trading a gamma positive type environment where they just get that automatic hedging that's longing, right? Calls are still in the money. So it's looking pretty good. I just actionable today. Nothing looks actionable just like yesterday. Yesterday was kind of like a choppy junk fest. Today's looking to be a choppy junk fest as well. In the interim, you know, we had S&P trading down, we had gap down. It doesn't look like it's going to want to fill its gap just yet. We have an indicator that kind of predicts if gaps can fill or not. And the resilience indicator is showing that it's still going to probably stay a gap and go situation to the downside. Catalyst can change anything. So when that consumer confidence number comes out, I might react off of it. But if I do, I'm going to trade small, if anything. I'm looking for a hedge break to take a chase on a long side. 430 is in on SPY. So if we hit 430 and keep going, I'd take that as a confirmation again on the long. Other than that, I'll just sit out if it trickles down and stays short.
Yeah, I really like that idea, man. I totally forgot that we had consumer confidence and actually home sales as well at 10 o'clock. So those things are something that's definitely going to affect the market. And speaking on that as well, yourself, myself, Mander.
Yeah, let's get the monthly map in just a second.
Mentioned something in regards to tech being like trying to turn the ship here. And the way that tech is set up, speaking in terms of QQQ versus SPY, it's got a very might see a little bit more fuel to the fire there on the Qs, just because it's a very similar setup that we have. Diamond, I know you haven't had too much of a chance to speak. Is there anything that's catching your attention here? We do have news in 19 minutes, so if you are trading, maybe just keep that abreast, keep it in the front of your mind. I want to kick it to Diamond. See if there's anything you're taking here right out the open.
All right, take a look at monthly maps, right? Monthly maps are still just shattered. They're still just all over the place. It's not really a clean read. You have... Well, see right here? See this kind of... this is getting wider. That's getting wider. So volatility is here, guys. So in all honesty, with volatility being here, my thoughts are, you know, wider, volatile. So the V's are going to get bigger, right? The V is bigger. V is likely to get bigger. It's likely down before up. We talked about this earlier in the week. The volatility is definitely growing. So the fact that these are the same size makes me think that we need to get a bigger V. Does everyone see that when I'm drawing? This is my call for the month. I don't think we break through that though. Yeah. So bulls are exiting, bears are exiting. That clearly means more volatility. Bears are going to continue to exit, which is a good sign for a perpetual like squeeze situation. So at worst, we get a dip that does this, and then we're going to perpetually stay range bound. And I think we can pick up momentum towards the end of the year, beginning of next year, in that particular fashion. Bear side's weakening, so that's S&P. So short squeeze is still part of the mix. It's just not. It's not going to happen now. She had the COT baby. Bulls are ticking up. That's interesting to see, right? This is really flat and choppy and hard to read. So look, this is flat. Like, remember we talk about the bulls. There's no bullish liquidity map. So it's interesting to see that the bulls are just holding the fort, right? They're not selling. They're holding their position. The bears are like kind of figuring out what they want to do. They're not covering and they're not long. They're not shorting harder either. So we're kind of stuck in this interesting spot. And now that bears are shorting harder, it looks like in the print last week, and bulls are buying harder on the step, you're getting a very liquid market when they're pulling apart from each other. Like this starts to create a sense of liquidity, and there's that kind of that choppiness. Once that volatility decays, the market just cleans up. So once we patch through this volatility, patch up this volatility, and push through it, it could take another month. I think the market's continuing to squeeze higher. So lower before higher now is my call. That's more like what we're going to see. Disagree or agree, you guys? What do y'all think? It's probably more like that. Quarter one. Louis, what do you think? Like down before up, I think. It doesn't show bearish enough to me for people to just still be exiting the market. There's no bull side, and you can see that the commitment of traders has just been flat on the long side, right? There's nobody entering the market. So the bulls are holding tight, comfortable. The economy's starting to look better, but the bears are still kind of contemplating their life. They're not going to get that recession they want, so they're kind of short every dip they get. I think everyone on the space today is talking about like a perpetual range-bound market. I completely agree to that. All right. Hopefully they even out, but what's likely going to happen is you need to stimulate some bulls to buy. And what stimulates bulls to buy better than a dip, right? So lower before higher, it's going to draw them bulls back to the market. I think. So as far as now, we're probably trapped into a volatility cycle until the next VIX, until the next VIX expiration. I'm already having a bad day. I woke up, I can't find my glasses, so I'm wearing my makeup glass or my backup glasses. Backup glasses are usually the glasses that got scratched, and you have to get, because you dropped them in the concrete, and then you have to get the you drop them in the concrete while being drunk one night. Hold on, they asked me a question. Repeat that, please. Oh, how it's going to respond to the consumer confidence number? Well, we just analyzed monthly maps at Rocket Scooter, and we built a case that the market in general is too bullish to fall. That we look at commitment traders and we look at monthly maps, two tools that we use at Rocket Scooter to determine future pivots, right? Where's the market going to pivot and where? So right now, we know that the bulls are holding flat. The long only part of the market is not budging. We have an improving economy and they're very comfortable where they are. They're not entering, they're not exiting, they're just hanging on. They've invested their money as much as they could. There's new bulls waiting to come to the party. The next thing is that we're seeing is that the short side of the market is still primed to cover their shorts. The short squeeze is still looming, but they're not doing anything just yet. So the interesting thing to see is that you have bulls waiting to hold on and bears still trying to get out of the way because the recession everybody wants is not coming fast enough. So a short squeeze is inevitable. That's what we still think the market's going to go higher, but not from here. So the case is I think we go lower before higher. Today's just, it's going to be noise just like yesterday. I think those numbers are going to be important, but I don't think they're being important enough to really shake the market. I think the mode right now with volatility pressing higher, VIX futures going to 18 shows that the market's going to become a little more tortuous, right? So we're probably going to go lower in general before higher over the next weeks to maybe months. I think I just put in a case that probably at the beginning of the year we'd be rallying higher. But for now, I do think SPY does trade lower in general over the next month before it does go higher. And it's just because the market is experiencing like a thinness and volatility. And the thing they'll simulate bulls is a dip. Bulls are waiting to get in, or bulls aren't really moving, but if bulls do come back, they're going to come in on a dip because bears will cover at a dip because they're trying to get out when they can. We're seeing that in the COT report. So long story short, you kind of have a static market that doesn't have bull momentum, but it's going to continue to be like it was last year. If it does press higher off, it'll be off short squeezes. So now your question was where we are at 9:30, or sorry, 30 minutes after. It's just kind of a crapshoot. I really don't care, to be honest. I just kind of want to stay away from it because it's going to be noisy and choppy. It's not a directional day. It's very easy to see, like my explanation about the broader part of the market. It's not directional. So for me to guess on a direction right now is not really akin to being like a professional trader. The idea that I know it's going to be a shit show and I avoid it, that's what makes me a pro. Sorry. Yeah, nobody invite me to parties, dude. I'm so not fun. Oh my god, I found my regular glasses. This is great. Okay, so my backup glasses, you know, they're always the glasses that get scratched, right? Sorry, I was stuck in a space. And I was wearing the backup ones because I couldn't find my real ones. The backup ones, like I said, everyone's backup glasses, the pair that you had, that you dropped on the concrete while drunk one night and they scratched up the front. It's definitely not a personal story on that one from experience, but I had to wear them. It's a giant scratch in the front. Terrible. And then, like, my day already started off bad. And then I just found my glasses, my real ones. They were sitting on top of the toilet in my office, which is... who knows why I do what I do sometimes. I looked everywhere this morning for them. That's how I was late to everything. But now my day just got slightly better. All right, let's get ready. We got numbers coming out. Carl, what'd you say? Let me read what you got. Hold on. Anyone else having their rocks not print candles to refresh chart? EFFEM. Can you take a screenshot of exactly that experience of yours and post it in tech support? We're optimizing the platform right now. We want to know everybody that has like a little tiny issue like that, so we can immediately address it. We're doing patches every single day on things that are causing the market, the platform either lock or freeze. Everybody, can you hear me? Everybody, all right, so listen, I want to give, You get a bug. You get a bug. Everyone gets a bug. We're gonna do it like Oprah. No, seriously though, these are just little things that we like. It doesn't happen to me, so this is how we don't know until you tell me it happens to you. So like, you know, we go off of our computers and our test environment where all of our testers come in and test it, but everybody has different browsers, different setups, different things. So the idea is you have to tell us. If you don't report it, it doesn't get fixed. And so when I use Rocket Scooter, it works great. I don't have a lot of these problems. But the thing is I'm using a specific computer with a specific browser and I've optimized it and all that. If you're having some kind of thing, we are going to troubleshoot everybody one at a time. That's how our projects are going to work. But next month, we're going to create actionable items off of y'all's experience. So go to tech support, be very kind about it with your developers there. They are like camped out there waiting for you to throw something at them. They're gonna hop right on it. Yeah, see, like some people it's fine, some people it's not, and it's just the universal nature of something. Like if we created an app that you downloaded and installed on your computer, the upside to that is it works the same for everybody. But if we create a universe, the problem with that is you have to download and install it on a computer. You can't take it with you. It's not cloud-based. So to create a cloud-based thing where you can go anywhere and open up your Rocket Scooter, which is great, which means you have to create a universal thing that works in all applications, which means you have to have connectors to your experience. So your browser, how much memory in your computer, your browser settings, your browser extensions, all of those things can cause hiccups that could affect just your situation. So the pros and cons of universal platform is exactly that. The idea that we want a centralized thing that you can go anywhere. The experience varies from person to person based on your outbound your outbound setup, right? Whatever you're opening it up in. You can act it in Chrome, might act different than you open in Edge because of the way you have your stuff set up. So what we have to do is we have to optimize you guys one at a time because I don't have the same setup as y'all. So that's how you fix things like that. Yeah, our devs, so they are stationed there now. The rule is they got 1 month. You guys got 30 days to get it all in there, and then we're gonna get them back on track to making stuff. So our entire development team, all of them, I derailed all of the projects and paused them, and I said I want everybody stationed here, ready to catch a member issue, and let's go. So that was my executive decision. I hope it's a good one. So y'all put them to work. So if like little things like the candles don't show up till I refresh, that's something you should do. You should say something like that. Because like little teeny weeny things like that, we just got to patch in. Mine show up, so I would never have seen that had you not said something. I love you guys. All right, so yeah, Barb, Louie, I'm sorry. Y'all know the drill. Y'all get up there. So you go to the Discord and there's a channel called Tech Support. Take a full screen screenshot, which means you get your screenshot from border to border. Everybody listen, border to border. We want to see, to make it faster, we want to see things like this. We want to see your status, which is this. These are like things that quickly tech support can eyeball and make sure there's not something weird. We want to make sure that you're connected now to the platform, the market set, and to make sure that you've connected all your sockets, things like that. Corner to corner, so we can make sure that like you don't have some weird setting. Yeah, just post it up there, and then we're good. All right. Has the developers reached out to any of you guys who have posted in there and messaged you? No, not right now. I mean, in general. Like in general, I instructed them to reach out to people. Somebody reached out and addressed Anybody in general, like somebody from not just Slacks, but like one of the developers? Have they sat with you? Not Slacks, like someone else. Slacks is just customer support. But the tech support, the developers in tech support message you. Say it again. Oh. All right, I'm back. Sorry, one spaces. All right. Data comes in slightly to miss here. Charlie's a miss on CB. Yeah, it's just going to be a sit down on the day here. Flat and noise, slightly above 100. It was a miss, but still looks good. Slight miss. It's actually trending down over the last 4 prints. So it's just showing a kind of a slowing down. New home sales is a bump. No, it's not. Oh, it's not showing the last tick. That it's definitely not a bump. It's definitely a drop. It's a miss, and 675 is the lowest it has been. But also, let's just be real. That's seasonality, right? People don't tend to move on the first month when school starts. So let's chalk that up to seasonality, right? Annualized number of new single-family homes that were sold during the previous month. How people tend to move at the start in the school year, start of the summer. Families with kiddos. You can see that there's your summer sales bump, 697, 714, a little bit of that. There's May, end of the school year, right? 700s. And then seasonally, you just kind of slow down during the start of the school year. It's pretty normal to see that. Now, again, compare that to 2022. These numbers are still up, right? So last September, October, same thing, like low 500s. Even the summer sales weren't that great. So relatively speaking, you can see that the winter months pick up at the closer to the beginning of the year. So I would chalk this up to just being a non-event again. Rejecting hedge pressure, pushing lower. Like I said, I'm just going to let it fall, not short it. I'd chase along if we broke hedge pressure to the upside. Other than that, I'm going to sit down on this. Resilience being negative means we're going to reject gap today. We're not even going to break hedge pressure. If we were to break hedge pressure and res greater than 0, then I would long there. Other than that, I would do absolutely nothing. That also will require us to be inside of DD band as well. Right about where hedge pressure is right about there, as you see. Yeah, I'm just glad to fall for the day. You make me do lightning round. Let's get ready for this. All right, guys, I'm done for the day. I'm not going to do any trades. We're going to do lightning round. In spaces. Yeah, just a chill day. Let it fall, kind of walk away. Same as yesterday, right? Didn't miss much. Easy to see that from really far. All right, so I'm going to just thumb through these ones they're telling me on spaces. A firm comes in. Here we go. It opens kind of stuck between bull and bear zone, 20 support, 20.5 resistance, and hedge pressure smack down in the middle of that. It has no actionability to the upside, so I think today is 220 and a quarter is going to be resistance. It's likely going to press a little bit lower, but not too much lower. It's going to stay here. Just like everything else today is probably going to be flat, not too actionable. Any 20.25 break to the upside can be a breakout play, but I don't see any breakout potentials today until that happens. So resistance at 20 and a quarter. Baba. Okay, hold on. Baba. Let's go. They're all looking very similar today in all the market. Baba completely not actionable, just like Tesla. Opening relatively flat in the high 80s. You have 85 support on hedge pressure. I wouldn't touch this unless it dipped and I could find a support to buy on. Other than that, not actionable and flash like everything else. It's kind of why I'm sitting out today myself. Apple. Come on, Apple. Don't let Papa Bear down. Okay, Apple, same thing, not actionable. They're just stuck in the middle. Apple has hedge pressure 171 a quarter. That would be support. I would buy off of that if it did tap there. Just like everything else, the market's looking for lower lows or bulls to step in on, and that's it. So Apple, not actionable. It's just trickling lower, and that is the only bull support I see. There is no short indication for Apple either, so I would sit out, let it fall and buy the dip for myself if I were looking at it. Ooh, AMC. With the movie company, huh? AMC going straight to zero. I'm joking, not yet. But no, seriously though, AMC sitting here. Actually, I think movie theaters are starting to pick up. And actually, I do like AMC better than most of the other movie theaters out there. They usually have the less stickier floors and better comfortable seats. But anywho, AMC is in a illiquidity pocket, which is a little different. 7.5 is a very strong support. 8 is a really strong resistance, and we're breaking through it. So it's interesting to see those bear long up liquidity maps are actually slightly bullish and actionable off of hedge pressure, but it's so far below that there's really no entry point to this. So 5 and 3/4 is where that is, and 8 is a strong resistance. So it's kind of hard to read this one because it doesn't really have anything actionable, just like the other ones. There's no any actionable pivots nearby. It's probably just gonna be choppy and noisy like the rest of the market. But yeah. Actually, Riot. Okay. Do you guys notice a pattern? How the S&Ps kind of chop around doing nothing, and all the stocks look exactly the same. All right, Riot. Let's go. Let me load it up real quick. All right, Riot is. You're gonna hear me saying this, not actionable as well. Opening relatively flat-ish, like slight little gap down, and kind of sitting right in the middle of its open and close price. We call it the half gap. 8 and 3/4 hedge pressure support. I'd buy off of that and sit out until it tapped. They've all been exactly the same. What's next? Nvidia. All right. Well, I buy enough stuff from Nvidia. Their stock better be going up. Hold up. Let's get a liquidity map here. All right, Nvidia is actually the only one that's looking great. Nvidia has hedge pressure at 420, is breaking through with a bull breakout. The only one with momentum today. 420 as a support would have been a long entry point for me to take. With no particular upside that I see for Nvidia to reject against, it's probably the idea that Nvidia is moving up when the Nasdaq is moving down is something to take note of. It looks like on the bigger chart, there's maybe gaps to fill, like at 469, 470. That's a big run up. So I'd have a hard time seeing Nvidia pick up a lot of momentum today, but over maybe a week or so it could. I like the idea that it's breaking hedge to the upside in a volatile market when everything's breaking to the downside. So it's telling you that the love the market has for Nvidia is still there. Palantir? Wait 1 second. All right. Palantir, let me liquidity map here. Palantir is really strong bull zone support at 1401, hedge pressure 13.5. Typically, I don't necessarily long on bull zone support if you open in the middle of the two, so it's still mean reversion. It's again not actionable like the rest of them. I'd buy the dip at 13.5, which is probably 3/4 of the ones you threw at me. Market looks like it wants to fall, but there's bulls ready to buy. So that's why this morning I said lower for higher for most of the stocks. So none of these are short setups. They're all just, I'll sit back and hope they fall and I can find a support to buy on. Whew. What do you guys got? You want to do some chewing stuff? Okay. Yeah, Nvidia is the only one that looks like it has momentum today, which is interesting to see upside momentum, right? When everything else is selling off, going back pretty hard. By the way, Karma, are you seeing your short, man? Or did you close out? Oh, okay. I thought you were busy counting your money from your gain. Oh, awesome, bro. Okay, cool. You found out, yeah, found out Karma and I live in the same city, so we're gonna go get steaks or something, maybe. You can celebrate that short. All right, nice. So yeah, it looks like today everything is, I think, and I heard Noah as well this morning talking about how things are just looking bad and pulling back. It's glad to see there's a lot of people in here really keen on how they read the markets. I really love this panel because everyone here has a different way to see the markets, and everyone we're kind of seeing the same thing, which means we all use different tool sets, but y'all are all masters of your craft, that's why I love having you here, because we have different looks in the market and we all come up with the same idea. It means y'all are putting in your homework too, which is cool. So I'm glad to see that not really too many of us were walking in here ready to throw down some heavy longs and wait for this to get some momentum. Clearly, we all kind of see the same thing, and that lightning round is kind of showing a raw executor sees the stocks as well, right? So good deal. Thanks for that. Y'all have anything else you want to throw out?
That's all good. I
Cool.
just wanted to give the congratulations to Mike because he was the closest one because I would be 15 with that 427 on the You're pretty damn close, my friend. So congratulations.
All right.
And Blake also said 427.
You'll see FSR. Okay.
And,
Chewy, it's not actionable. Same stuff. Most of the stocks are not actionable till hedge pressure. Like the market's gonna pull back until we tap it. It's actually interesting hedge pressure break to the upside, but it's still kind of stuck in mean reversion. I know this is a penny stock. You have to be very careful when you trade penny stocks to try to pick momentum anywhere but hedge pressure. Like I long on hedge pressure breaks very clearly, if I can. Operator, you got it finally. Oh, hey, what's up, Cruz? Good to see you this morning, buddy. Wait, what'd you say? How we get the levels to work? You haven't worked in days, dude. It's we're going through and like clearing up some bugs. Did you do anything different that you in a report? I can try to look at it. Chewy, yeah. So everybody see today that bear short up SPY rejection. It's pretty clean. Everybody quick in chat type. Did y'all long today or did you short today or did you sit out? What'd you do? I mean, this was so obvious. None of us. DD bands broke, right? Don't y'all just love how easy that was today just to see that? What did anybody go here? Anybody long the market today or they short the market? What'd y'all do? Or did y'all sit out? I didn't touch the market today. If I were to touch anything, I would have short off hedge. Been shorting all week. Shorting, watching, sat out. Short, sat out. Short. Man, y'all are so good. Are we all benefiting from what we have in the platform and what we teach? Is this really for like a as far as bias goes, right? Are you benefiting not like financially? I mean, are you benefiting from the information that you used to try to use just technicals to try to scrape a bottom, and everything today shows you it points down? You're being more patient. Like, are you learning that kind of stuff? Is it being very helpful? The whole idea of creating what we created was to have traders stop guessing and just see quickly what is, right? And stop hoping. Like, how many times you bought the dip and it falls and you're just hoping it turns around? Clearly in this situation, had I bought SPY and it's falling, I would be hoping with no avail that's going to turn around. And clearly we see there's no place that's going to turn around, right? it comes down to that one single fact of, oh, no, you know what? I'm noticing the same thing about candles. Hold on. You guys are right. Hold on. My candles aren't updating either. See, I noticed that as well. Look at this. These little dots here aren't updating. So these are like the little things that we want you guys to report. The child charts, the smaller ones. Waylon, what's up? We haven't reclaimed the 5D made to the bottom Bollinger Band. All right, I'm unable to continue lower. Waylon, mailing with that Bollinger Band drop. That's true. Hitting that moving average to center of the bands, acting rejection is a traditional sign and indication that you do have momentum lower and expanding volatility as well as you press lower bands. Oh, Bollinger Bands. Goes good old. Some of the first tools I ever actually used when I was getting started. Sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. It's been a fun time for me to start the morning. I do a show every day on tastylive.com. We broadcast on our website as well as YouTube, and we do free content around options trading and high volatility trading, futures trading, what have you. My show specifically is at 11 a.m. Central, and I actually do a lot of writing as well. I just tweeted out a cross quarter review. If you want to check
All right,
it
y'all.
out, it's totally free.
Looks like we had a. Hello, everybody. What's up? So we're going to end the day today. Appreciate all of you being here. I'm going to call it easy to see market pulling back. Not hard to see that. We're outside of DD bands. I didn't touch it. I'm doing small account trading challenge. Just means be careful about what I do and don't touch. I don't like to trade volatility. I don't like to trade outside of DD bands. When I'm trying to grow an account, the whole point when you do that is to be cautious and be selective. I'm going to get the trades I want, and I'm going to have money in my pocket ready to do it because I didn't fight and wrestle the market when I didn't like it. Sitting out the sign of a true pro. You know when to do it the correct way. Every day is a trading day, and that's how I like to approach it. So today, easy to see. 430 rejection on SPY. Hedge pressure short. I mean, it's a bear short of. Easy to see that one. Outside DD band set out. So we'll see y'all later. Zoom call in about 2 hours. So come on back. If you're Pro Plus, we'll have that link up for you, and then we'll have a little quickie Zoom call and do some training today. Make sure you get to tech support if you're having any tiny little issue with the platform. Full screen screenshot, post in tech support. This is the month of giving our platform a squeaky clean facelift, nose job, lip injections, booty implants, you name it, have come out looking sexy at the end of the day. We're scaling up to 10 times our current size by the end of next year. So we want to make sure we hit every single person that has any tiniest little issue. And we're going to dig deep to make sure that the platform is squeaky clean for scale up. So help us out. Go to tech support and Discord. Full screen screenshot. Anything you're seeing, maybe any little hiccup, let us know. We got people stationed ready to help you out. We love you all. We'll see you on tomorrow.